We're about a night where Seth Rollins is going to be taking on Scott Dawson, one half of the Revival, and a night where WWE Champion AJ Styles is going to be taking on Roderick Strong of Undisputed Era. We kick it off with the United States Champion, Dolph Ziggler. Following a very successful night at the Elimination Chamber, he's going to be facing Kyle O'Reilly right now. How are you all doing? I am, of course, Dominic here, and if the sound sounds a bit different, okay, if my voice sounds a little bit different, we have changed studios, you could say. However, my voice sounding a little bit different will not change the intense action you will see between the wrestlers here tonight, as Dolph Ziggler, like I mentioned, winning the United States Championship. At the latest pay-per-view, the Elimination Chamber. Okay, that's a bit of a spoiler. If you haven't seen the Elimination Chamber, I highly recommend you go check it out. It might be a little long. However, the action doesn't stop, as Kyle O'Reilly, interestingly, coming out here by himself, by his lonesome. Typically, Kyle O'Reilly, or any of the Undisputed Era members, I should say, are joined by one another. However, quite like the case at the Elimination Chamber, Kyle O'Reilly is coming out here alone, as at the Elimination Chamber, Adam Cole faced off against Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler blaming the Undisputed Era, specifically this man who decided to butt into the first encounter between Ziggler and Cole the most. Dolph Ziggler requested that match against Adam Cole, that rematch for the U.S. Championship, to have the Undisputed Era banned from ringside. And since there was that ban, seems as though Dolph Ziggler might have had a point, as he regained the United States Championship. However, right now, Ziggler is set to take on Kyle O'Reilly. Can't be thinking about the United States title. He can't be thinking about Adam Cole. He's got to be thinking about the shots, the kicks, the strikes of Kyle O'Reilly. Okay, Kyle O'Reilly, a very underrated member of the Undisputed Era. When you think of the Undisputed Era, you think of Adam Cole. You think of Roderick Strong. Kyle O'Reilly, however, very dangerous in the ring, as you are seeing right now. Okay, he's got the unique offense, the unique strikes, the palm strikes as opposed to the closed fists. And he's got the submission game on lock. However, seems as though Dolph Ziggler has the same thing as he gets out of it, kicks him in the stomach. The United States Champion taking down Kyle O'Reilly. I mentioned earlier, AJ Styles is going to be set to take on Roderick Strong, another member of the Undisputed Era. Look at the palm strikes, the vicious palm strikes there. Almost slapping the forehead, the face of Dolph Ziggler. I mentioned before, Roderick Strong going to be taking on AJ Styles here tonight, as Ziggler has Kyle O'Reilly now in a submission hold. Okay, Ziggler, some of you might be unaware of this, has an amateur wrestling background. Okay, so he can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the submission game. However, look at this. The suplexes, I don't even know what you call it, the spinning suplexes followed by the DDT. Beautiful there by Kyle O'Reilly as the cover. No, however, even though it looked amazing to watch, it didn't get the job done, as O'Reilly continuing the offensive now. Going for, I'm not too sure what this is, going for an armbar style maneuver, holding the hand. However, Ziggler, immediately knowing where he is, great ring presence, puts his feet immediately under the bottom rope. However, Kyle O'Reilly tried to continue the offense. Ziggler once again turning into a neck breaker there. And Ziggler now seems to be, oh, look at this. Look at this, mocking what Kyle O'Reilly just did. However, Ziggler is showing that he can be a little bit smarter than Kyle O'Reilly, perhaps, pulling him away from the ropes. While Kyle O'Reilly might not have quite paid attention to where he was in the ring. However, Ziggler, he's going to have to pay attention to Kyle O'Reilly after that one. Okay, that suplex, I think the back of the head as well in the rotation, landed hard on the mat. So it seems as though Kyle O'Reilly now having the arm. Okay, these two almost feeling each other out here. Have never met in the ring. And it seems as though we're getting more of a technical style matchup. As Ziggler trying to, oh, look at this, his former finishing maneuver. Dolph Ziggler, he used to make people pass out with this. It's the sleeper hold. He's got the hole locked in, however, on Kyle O'Reilly, as O'Reilly pushes him, and oh, look at this, rolls out of it. I thought he was going to go for the cover, however, changed his mind. He rolled all the way to his feet. But in the end, it looks like he's taken Ziggler off of his, as once again, the big palm strikes there. Following this matchup, we're going to be hearing from Eric Young, the leader of Sanity. It seems as though he has a few things to say, although I'm not too sure why. However, right now we might be hearing Dolph Ziggler saying, "I give up," as he might just tap out here to the armbar. As Kyle's got the hole locked in deep now, and once again, Ziggler, once again, getting out of it with the right hands. And now, oh, zigzag out of nowhere! The zigzag out of nowhere connecting, and perhaps that might lead Ziggler to a huge victory here on Kyle O'Reilly. As now, oh, once again, showing off a bit. Perhaps not the smartest thing to do, as now he's hit him in the headlock there. He should have kept the momentum flowing, should have kept the momentum going. Okay, hit the famous, or typically follows it with a big finishing maneuver. But looks like he wants to punish Kyle O'Reilly with these submission holds now. As now, oh, well, O'Reilly gets out of it. And O'Reilly, oh, a vicious shot with the elbow, the forearms. And I think he's had enough playing games. I think he's had enough of the submission styles. I think right now, oh my god, he wants to go with the vicious, hard shots. As Kyle O'Reilly trying to build the momentum into his favor via these hard-hitting shots now. As Ziggler kicks him in the stomach now. And these two men going to war here. Okay, the submission game has turned into a fighting style now. Goes to pick him up perhaps with a brainbuster. However, his brain gets busted there with a knee to the top of the head. Turns into the zigzag. And the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Ziggler out of nowhere getting the zigzag victory. As Dolph Ziggler there you see looking down at Kyle O'Reilly. The victor here tonight is the United States Champion. Dolph Ziggler, he's been going on a roll lately of losses, and it seems as though he's trying to change that with these victories heading into WrestleMania. As Dolph Ziggler, there you see the zigzag right at the end of the match, the replay, and then the 1, 2, 3, it was over. Dolph Ziggler here tonight, your winner, and it looks like he's talking trash to Kyle O'Reilly, but of course, Bobby Fish, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, the original trio of the Undisputed Era as a right hand connects. Last year, Sanity purged through the competition, winning the Tag Team Championships, winning the United States Championship, winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. However, this year, we have not gotten so lucky. We have not continued our purge through WWE. But at WrestleMania, we will gain back our momentum when I enter the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Last year, I won it eliminating anyone who stood in my way. At WrestleMania, the same thing will happen, and chaos will once again rise through WWE. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Eric Young apparently officially entering the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. As he mentioned, he was last year's winner. So perhaps he'll do it again this year. Two-time Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner. Only time will tell at WrestleMania as Seth Rollins is looking to build some momentum going into WrestleMania as he goes one-on-one with Scott Dawson, one half of the Revival here tonight. Seth Rollins, he's had a lot of history with Eric Young. You know who else he's had a lot of history with lately is Dean Ambrose. Okay, former Shield brethren. Those two men brawled at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Okay, Dean Ambrose, or not even Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley. Sorry, I still got that in my head. Jon Moxley as he's been calling himself lately. Don't tell him I called him Dean Ambrose, because I feel he might not like that, and he is a little bit scary. However, Jon Moxley, ladies and gentlemen, has been going to war with Seth Rollins over the past few months. Okay, Moxley made his return to, well, I don't know, Dean Ambrose made his return, Jon Moxley made his debut, whatever you want to say. Okay, whatever you want to claim him as. Jon Moxley entered the Elimination Chamber looking for a shot at WWE Gold. He was eliminated in that match, and then as he was walking up the ramp after the elimination, after being told to get out of the chamber, Jon Moxley was then met at the top of the ramp by Seth Rollins, and those two men had a fight just like how we're going to see a fight right now between one half of the Revival, Scott Dawson, and Seth Rollins here. As now, look at Scott Dawson looking out towards the crowd. And now, oh! Seth Rollins not wasting any time with a back suplex. As now, oh, what is this? Oh, connecting there into a cover one. No, and only a 1 count. Full Nelson suplex cover there, connecting by Scott Dawson. As Dawson now, oh, gets dropped down there by Seth. And Seth connects. No, God, almost knocking Dawson outside the ring there. Bouncing off the bottom rope. Seth Rollins throws Dawson into the corner, perhaps wanting to take a bit of his frustrations with Jon Moxley out. However, goes for a suplex. Dawson counters into a power slam. Okay, recently, both members of the Revival fought against Dolph Ziggler. Of course, our new United States champion. As now, oh, look at this. Scott Dawson, he perhaps didn't even get a chance to really do that maneuver, as those two men in separate one-on-one matches fought against Dolph Ziggler's now the brutal right hands. Okay, Dash Wilder got the win on Dolph, but Scott Dawson did not, so perhaps a win over Seth Rollins will give himself some more equal footing, you could say, in the Revival team. However, even though it might be a competition, the Revival, I guarantee you, are still best of friends, as now, look at this, pulling them bigger for us, because they both have this love of this kind of technical offense, this brutal, slow, methodical maneuvering. Okay, the damaging, slow strikes. Now, oh, got a right hand there to the chin. As Seth Rollins, a very different competitor to the Revival, as he loves to do a lot of high-flying maneuvering, quite like that. Oh, connecting there. The Phoenix Splash to cover one. No, and only a 1 count there. As now, elbow to the face, elbow to the chin, as Seth Rollins picked him up. Oh, wait, something's happening on top of the ramp now. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. What the hell is he doing here? After fighting the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, it looks like he might not be done with Seth as the cover 1, 2, 3, and Scott Dawson steals the win off the distraction by Jon Moxley. The distraction of Moxley coming down the ramp. Seth Rollins looked up for just 1 moment, but that 1 moment is all it took for Scott Dawson to turn him around. Got the roll-up victory here. As there you see the Phoenix Splash connecting, beautiful. However, Moxley still making his way down the ramp. It seems that the Revival are hightailing it out of here. As now Dawson, I guess they're gonna be celebrating the victory as Seth, he's still up, however, hits him with an elbow, not even allowing Moxley to get into the ring. Not even allowing Jon Moxley to get into the ring. Seth Rollins is beating the hell out of him. As now, seems as though doing the smart tactic, running out of the ring for just a few seconds. Coming back in here, trying to still attack Seth Rollins, but Rollins is not having it here with the strikes. However, Moxley throws him into the corner, and now it looks like he's going to give him the strikes on his own. These two men going to war, beating the shit out of each other for the past few months, and it seems as though tonight's no different. As Jon now, goes for a maneuver, Seth reverses, counters into an arm drag, as now turns it into the knee. The knee connecting, Jon Moxley trying to get one up here on Seth. It looks like Seth Rollins not going to give him the chance. As now Seth goes for a maneuver, Jon reverses again here. Goes for a strike, but gets a right hand for it, kicks him in the stomach. Because now he's bent over. You don't want to be like that when Seth Rollins is in the ring, when Rollins is setting you up for the curb stomp, stomping him into the ground. And it looks like he's had enough of Jon Moxley getting a bit of revenge for the loss here tonight. But something tells me this war between the two is far from over. As now, we just saw Seth Rollins beat the hell out of Jon Moxley. Some might say Seth Rollins might be the best wrestler on Monday Night Raw, but this man, AJ Styles, is looking to prove everybody differently. As AJ Styles makes his way to the ring, the WWE Champion. We saw at the beginning of this episode a bit of an attack. Let's just say an attack by the Undisputed Era on the United States Champion Dolph Ziggler. And since then, King Booker, our general manager, tweeted out, after the attack by the Undisputed Era earlier tonight, I see that there is some unfinished business between Adam Cole and Dolph Ziggler. So, next week, we will have Adam Cole versus Dolph Ziggler one last time for the United States title in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And that's sure to be one hell of a fight between the two. However, this is our main event of the evening, in a fight between AJ Styles and Roderick Strong. As now, Roderick Strong, the newest member of the Undisputed Era, he's been making waves ever since Survivor Series joined in the group. And it seems as though tonight he's got backup. Okay, Kyle O'Reilly came out here alone. Roderick Strong coming out here with Cole and Fish. That's probably only because Cole and Fish, they plan to attack Dolph Ziggler no matter what to prove a point. However, as Roderick Strong makes his way to the ring here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I want to turn your attention back to the Elimination Chamber where AJ Styles fought against Chris Jericho, the NXT General Manager, in a hell of a matchup. So AJ Styles coming in here with a load of momentum, as the Undisputed Era over the past few days has not had a lot of momentum building for them. As AJ Styles showing that he's not afraid of Roderick Strong at all, walking right in front of him. As Strong was taunting to the crowd here during his entrance, making his entrance, he just looked right at him saying, you know what? Just bring it. Okay, I'm in for a fight here tonight. And tonight, we're going to have one as Strong and Styles. And looks like Strong's going to hold on that fight for a few seconds, saying, you know what, come on, why don't you join me? Why don't you come out here with Fish and Adam? And clearly that's not a smart idea, and it looks like AJ Styles realized that, as now he's going after him here. Roderick Strong gets a punch to the back, and AJ Styles, the current WWE Champion, wants to prove why he is the WWE Champion. And there you see Roderick Strong once again taunting towards the crowd here tonight. And look at this, AJ Styles is saying, come on, you want to have a match, you want to have a fight, you want a main event Monday Night Raw, you gotta prove that you can hang with the big boys like the WWE Champion. As now Strong, goes for a maneuver. AJ Styles reversed it, punches him in the face there. Both men, amazing athletes. Truly, some of the best competitors we have in WWE today. Roderick Strong and AJ Styles, and Strong gonna prove why he should perhaps be going after the WWE title. As now he's got him here tonight, pushes him down to the ground. And then right to the face with the knee connecting on the chin. Oh God, a vicious backhand by AJ Styles, and the brainbuster connects. And now once again, Roderick Strong rolls to the outside. However, he rolled to the wrong side of the ring, because that is now where your buddies are. The phenomenal forearm to the outside. Leaping onto Roderick Strong, the phenomenal forearm jumping over the top rope. AJ Styles now, he's looking down at him here. Seems to have something in mind here. The count of 4 by the ref. And it connects there at the top. The top turnbuckle, a big clothesline in the cover 1. No, but a 1 count there. Roderick Strong kicking out. AJ Styles having his way with him right now. Looking down at him, perhaps looking to go for a finishing maneuver, but Roderick Strong not allowing him the chance. As now punches him in the face. No, look at this, slamming him down face first. And now look at Roderick Strong the second he can. Okay, he's a bit of a loudmouth, however, he can back up everything he says in the ring, as right now he just shows it as the shotgun dropkick on AJ Styles, on a fairly fresh AJ Styles. Will it be enough, however? 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. Like I mentioned, this match has kind of just started. It's pretty much all been AJ Styles up until the last few sequences. Roderick Strong now, however, slap to the chest. And now goes for another one. AJ Styles reverses it now. And now these two men, reversal after reversal between these two. AJ Styles pushes him off. Oh god, an elbow to the ear, it looks like. An elbow to the side of the head, at least. Is now a back suplex. Oh, changes his mind, face first. Okay, going. Oh god, his forehead like scratching the middle rope. That might just cause a bit of blood. However, Roderick Strong now. He's got Styles up. AJ Styles, he's coming into this match having to worry about Drew McIntyre, the man who won the Elimination Chamber match, the #1 contenders. Elimination Chamber match to cover 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. Like I mentioned, a #1 contenders Elimination Chamber matchup that we saw at the pay-per-view over the past weekend saw Drew McIntyre leave that night the victor. And now he's going to be fighting AJ Styles, so I can only guarantee you Drew McIntyre somewhere watching this, scouting his opponent as Roderick Strong. Look at this, the combination connects, I bet, with every right hand, every forearm. Drew is loving to see that. Okay, he's loving that. Okay, we've seen Drew McIntyre be paired almost with the Undisputed Era before. As now Fish, look at this. He's, just goes to distract the referee. AJ Styles pulls the chair away from him before he can use it after the distraction by the ref. And AJ Styles not allowing the chair to be used at all. Perhaps this match might just end here, connecting. And now the cover. But there you see the referee distracted by the likes of the Undisputed Era. It looks like AJ Styles is going to get his revenge here tonight as a right hand, a slap to the face. As Adam Cole, the former United States champion, watches on. As Strong picks him up. And then into the knees there. As now it seems as though the referee's yelling at Bobby Fish to get out of here. And it seems as though Roderick Strong realized the referee's distraction might have just backfired on him here tonight. But nonetheless, Strong going to continue the offense here right now. Into the elbow to the throat. Driving it. Piercing that elbow through the skin of AJ Styles. However, Styles going to be perhaps trying to pierce him through the ring mat. However, he reversed it. Turns into a roll-up pin. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there. Looked like it was going to perhaps go for the Styles clash. As now, he clashes with the back. Or he clashes Roderick Strong's knee there, the spine. Smashing into it. As now, hits him with the elbows, perhaps going for another combination now. Adam Cole watches on here in support of Roderick Strong, who might just end up winning this matchup if it continues like that. As now, kicks him in the stomach, however, AJ Styles continues it here, and look at this, he's turning his back to him, saying, you know what, you might have been beating the hell out of me, but right now, I've still got a lot left in the tank, however, he might not have enough after that big maneuver there to the knee. However, AJ Styles with the comeback now, trying to build the momentum back on his side here with the Pele kick. AJ Styles, he's got him up. Roderick Strong, gets the back of his neck slammed into the knee. As now, AJ Styles looking down at him here, looking down at Roderick Strong. Waiting for him to get up very slowly. Now phenomenal forearm connects, I believe busting him open as well. Adam Cole beside himself watching as the cover. 2, 3, connects. These two men going to war here tonight in our main event. However, nonetheless, AJ Styles leaves here tonight. The WWE Champion AJ Styles leaves here tonight the victor. As Roderick Strong definitely tried his best here, okay? I bet on any other day, Roderick Strong would have won this match. However, it was not tonight, as AJ Styles, your WWE Champion. Okay, even with the Undisputed Era constantly distracting him, gets the job done here tonight. As Roderick Strong loses, and there you see, right there, AJ Styles was offering himself to Roderick Strong, saying, come on, why don't you bring on the fight? And speaking of bringing on a fight, Drew McIntyre, the man who won the Elimination Chamber matchup, looking at AJ Styles, and Styles saying, come on, if you want to fight, let's have a fight. As the two men stare each other down, Drew McIntyre saying, you know what? Let's have a fight, perhaps. As the two men stare each other down, Drew McIntyre changes his mind, just wants to let AJ Styles know he's watching him. As right now, this will conclude your watching experience of this episode here tonight. What a segue that was. If you guys liked it, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Comment anything you want to comment. Subscribe if you haven't already, but if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do here on the Bad Wrestling channel. I'm, of course, Dominic, and things are heating up before WrestleMania. Have a good day from Bad Wrestling. Bye-bye. Yo.